Yeah. Enjoy your days with them. Enjoy your late night with me. Can you dig it? SMD show, host, doing the most. Simple.
The star of our show.
I want to chop it up about something. You see what's been going on this week. You dig? It's like a real snitch narrative going on allegedly this person did this person said that, all that other stuff. You dig? What makes that narrative work? Most of the time, people don't care. So this episode ain't about what they done. It's about what made room for them to get a pass for that behavior. Y'all ready for the answer? It's a 4-word answer. He ain't. Well, 5. Tell on me. What? That's simple. He ain't tell on me. Something happened in the 90s where that started happening. Because even in the 80s, it was that term, snitches get stitches, and you ain't going through the first week. Just a person hearing that. And it really go worse than the gun. It go worse than that. So you hear that other noise in the back. You like, oh, you got. Something happened in the 90s to where it was more about having shit sewn up. And then there was a lot of cases where the term co-defendants was given or the all-time high. You dig? In the 80s, it was 200,000 people incarcerated. By 2000, and we talking about nationwide. By the year 2000, over 2 million. Alright? Google it. Shit is sad, man. Cause it needs to jump. But look at these situations where favoritism and things of that nature, or who you could be related to, or be covering your ass, saving your ass in the name of, yo, I heard that, you can't touch my family. You can't. What? Even though they had that label, see, back in the 70s, going into the 80s, you might have heard that about your fam, and whatever happened, just because you heard that about your fam, you knew what time it was and what made room for whatever scenario happened, because you already heard it. So it wasn't, oh yeah, we gotta grip up and all that to go retaliate on what you did and you told. Just like, damn, we heard he told, and that's what happened. We prepare for whatever the recovery, whatever. Let's make it the other preparation. Simple as that. You dig? So, what made room for the snitch pass? It's that simple. He ain't tell on me, or she ain't tell on me. The Apple effect. Yeah, he told on them niggas in DC, he ain't told on niggas in Harlem. So him saying that made room for when he got back home, still get love back home. Even though all the other fuck shit happened in Harlem, back home. That was the icebreaker of that kind of shit. Because even with Nicky Barnes and all that, it's like, yo, that nigga, and he walking around, whatever, you know what I mean, masked up. Like, if y'all seen how he looked in the courthouse, it'll remind you of Kanye West in that interview. Straight up. That's how they had Nicky Barnes dressed up. Alright? My father did business with both of them. Nicky Barnes to Richard Porter. Alright? So what made this work? On your man, music. Start right there, because he the one that's supposed to have the 40-year career. Put niggas under the bus. But just finally getting exposed now. But see, he was in a position of a few situations, which made him damn near more dangerous than Supreme himself. That's a fact. Because Supreme couldn't network in that music business like Benny could, smiling and all that, cheesing in them photos and all that, being hugged up with all them. You know, he sees certain photos with Preem, but that was through the pressure game. See Benny with the smile, get all the love, which made him more dangerous. Y'all not getting it. Smiles are more dangerous than what you see up front. Y'all gonna learn this the hard way. Music to get away with all that for 40 plus years. And think about how many MCs and crews he been around. What made that work? You figure, oh damn, if he was around them and quote unquote doing business with them, why none of them get locked up over him? I'm gonna tell you why. Because first of all, he getting the work from your mans, which means he's selling your man's work, mixed up with what's going on with the other niggas' work. Because ain't no way you be in that informer without having something to sell from them. That part y'all don't know. Whether it's work or Roscoe's or both. So here it is, you got bruh man doing all that. You like, damn, well, must didn't matter, because ain't none of them go to jail over him. It wasn't about that. It was about who was going to be the customers. And the test run was like when seeing Whitney and them bailing them out. He's probably already doing all that then. With the test run was just to see who would bail him out. Now they on the radar. It's a dirty motherfucking game. What? Tekashi. They're like, yo, how did that work? You go out, you do what it do, you still making moves and all that shit, right? There's no disrespect to none and nobody. I love everybody, you know what I'm talking about, equally. You dig? Who's got love for me, I got love for you. You know? I'll match it. Simple as that. And you hold nobody dick while they beat. No nigga. So, what made him get away with all that? Do you see him around any niggas now? Watch Blood In, Blood Out. Know the game. Know how when they say, oh, if a grip tell on the blood, that ain't telling, because that's an op. is a nationality dealing with a different nationality. Oh, you ain't telling, because that's not us. It's that simple. Because if he did that to his own, he wouldn't have lasted a week. He did that to the Bloods, but then got the protection from them. It's that simple. Which leads to this last point I'm going to make. We deal with your man, Surf. Y'all like, damn. In his case, we could play these games to try to manipulate what was going on with them inmates and all that, right? Or who's to say that they wasn't doing that and he just beat them to whatever they was going to do to him? Because now you got to pull up 12 paperworks in order to make all that make sense. Not just his. Because since he got 11 co-defendants, you got to pull up 12 pieces of paperwork. Not just his. But once you look at his paperwork and see the we and the we, and then the yes ma'am, even though it's for the cop out, it go back to what I said. Should have just been, yo, copping out to whatever I did. None of we did. Whatever y'all feel I'm guilty of, hold that, leave it like that. Or make room for him to still get love when he come home. Shit that don't got nothing to do with no gang shit. Battle rap. In a battle rap community that want to see him come home and spit bars and know that there's going to be an opponent that's going to go at him based off that narrative. It's that simple. What? Because if he wasn't a battle rapper or a battle rapper that we love and shit like that, that's in that tier or whatever you want to call top tier, God tier, and all that other stuff. And that made room for that to work for the moment. And there y'all go. Or the snitch pass. And it go deeper than that too, even for the streets. Know what I mean? It happen weird. And they say that about one, it's like, hold up, I do that. I gotta do this, that, and the third to this, that, and the third, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because of how he connected. Yeah. So just because a person that you think is just one man, what about the people he related to or he affiliated with that don't even got nothing to do with drugs? It could have something to do with music, or it could have something to do with just family, or the day zeros. You know what I mean? What? Some of them ain't hustling. They might be wolves. They might be in a different field. What? Telling y'all something without telling y'all nothing. Take it how y'all want to take it.